Hi, I'm Kim, and we are going to do a gentle standing practice today. And our focus is going to be mostly in mountain pose, and we're going to throw in some warriors just to work the legs and open the hips a little bit. So let's start in mountain pose together. Our feet are about hip bone width apart, and let's start from the bottom up. So we're going to lift the toes, spread them out, and then place them back down on our mat. As we do that, I want you to draw the energy up through the arches of the feet. So we've got all four corners of the feet pressing down, but I want you to lift through the arches. And then we're going to lift the kneecaps so our thigh muscles engage. And then we're going to take a slight pelvic tilt. So tilt the pelvis forward, belly button pulls in towards the spine. And then we're going to lift the shoulders, roll them down our back, and actively reach the fingertips down towards the floor. Let's take a couple big deep breaths here. Feel the energy flowing in this mountain pose. Inhaling in through the nose. Exhaling through the nose. Another big deep breath. And exhale. Good. Let's add some movement here in our mountain pose. The feet are going to stay just where they're at, and we're just going to focus on the arms. So as we inhale, let's sweep the arms out and overhead. Exhale, bring the hands together at heart center. Good. Again, inhale, lift, lengthen through the back and the arms. Exhale, hands to heart center. Good. Let's do that one more time. Inhale and exhale. Good. Let's add our crescent into that. So we'll inhale the arms out and up. On our exhale, let's hinge to the right side. So exhale, we're going to find our crescent pose on the right. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale to the left. Inhale, center. Exhale, hands right to heart center. Good. Let's do that a couple more times. Inhale the arms out and up. Exhale, let's hinge to the right side, keeping our weight equally distributed on the feet here. So pressing down through that left foot. Inhale, center. Exhale, we'll hinge to the left side. Inhale, center. Exhale, hands come down to our heart. Good. Let's change this and add a little twist. So we'll inhale the arms out and up. On our exhale, let's twist to the right. Just a gentle twist. Bring the arms down. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist to the left. Inhale, center. Exhale, twisting to the right. Inhale, center. Exhale to the left. One more time. Inhale, center. Exhale, let's bring those hands together at heart center. Excellent. Let's bring those hands back down in our mountain pose. We're going to work the legs a little bit and warm up the thighs. So we're going to start in our mountain pose, and we're going to flow from this position into our chair pose. So when we come into our chair, we're going to bring the hands to heart center, just to keep it gentle on the upper body. Shoulders relaxed, chest is lifted, and we're sinking down just like we're sitting into a chair. Our weight is into the heels. If we glance down, we should be able to see our big toes. And then let's inhale, come back into our mountain pose. Good. Let's do that a couple times. Take a big deep breath here. Inhale. And exhale, sink into chair. Inhale, come back into mountain pose. Exhale, sinking to chair pose. Inhale, lift. Exhale, sink into chair. One more time. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, let's find that mountain pose again. Excellent. All right, so from here, we're going to come into our warrior one. So let's start with the right leg. We're going to turn that right leg to the short edge of our mat. We're going to turn the hips and shoulders, and we're going to step the left leg back just a bit. We're going to drop that left heel, tuck the hips under, and then keep the chest nice and lifted. Our hands we're going to, again, keep right at heart center. Again, we're just doing a gentle practice here, focusing on the legs. God, so in our warrior one, we've got equal pressure between both feet. If we feel like we've got a little more weight in the front leg, kind of notice where the upper body is and pull it back a little bit. Let's take a nice big deep breath here. Good. Let's maintain that bend into our right knee and release the hands just like we did in mountain pose. The arms come down. And we're going to take the left arm and we're going to reach up and over. So reach up, just lengthening through the side body here. Let's relax the shoulder. And then gently come back. Good. We'll bring those hands right to heart center. We're going to adjust and turn this into our warrior two. So we're going to take our back leg, we're going to step back a little bit. We're going to open the hips this time. So turn the hips and shoulders towards the long edge of the mat. We're going to keep the bend into that right knee, and we're going to bring the arms out just to shoulder height. Relax the shoulders down, and we're going to turn our gaze looking out over the middle finger of the right hand. Good. Let's take a nice big deep breath here. Again, equal pressure between the front and back foot. So make sure we're not leaning too far forward or too far back. Again, we're making a nice square here with the hips and the shoulders. Good. Again, let's work that lateral flexion, work the side body. So we're going to drop the back arm. We're going to turn that right hand and lift up towards the sky, coming into our reverse warrior. Take a big deep breath here. Feel the space opening up through that side body. Gently release back into our warrior two. And we can relax those hands and we'll step those feet together. Good. Just take a second, shake out the legs a little bit, and we'll come back into that mountain pose. Let's take a nice big deep breath here. Good. And then let's switch sides. So we're just going to turn to the other side of our mat. So we're going to turn this time those left toes to the short edge of our mat. Turn the hips and shoulders. We're going to drop that back heel, tuck the hips under, little bend into our left knee. Hands come right to heart center. Shoulders relaxed, chest is lifted. Good. So we're working to try to open up this hip flexor on the right side. So again, keep the hips tucked under. Nice big deep breaths in and out through our nose. Now let's release those hands down. We're going to take that side flexion here. So we're going to bring the right arm up the body, reaching it over just a little bit. Shoulder is relaxed. So we want to imagine here that the fingertips are going in opposite directions. So really lengthen it out through that right side. And then we'll gently release. Good. We're going to come into our warrior two. So we're going to take a little time to adjust. Turn the hips and shoulders to the long edge of our mat. We're going to keep the bend into that left knee. Arms are going to open to shoulder height. Relax the shoulders down. Let's take that gaze out over the middle finger of the left hand. A nice big deep breath here. Now this time you may be feeling it a little bit more on the opposite hip flexor. So we're working to rotate this leg open. So again, we want to make sure we can at least see the big toe, and we don't let the knee fall in. So we're opening everything up here in our warrior two. And let's add the reverse warrior. Our back arm will drop. We'll turn this front palm and inhale, come back into our reverse warrior. So our back hand is here for support. Let's relax the shoulder. And rather than just kind of throwing ourselves back, again, imagine lengthening and lifting up towards the sky. Good. Let's take a couple big deep breaths here. In through the nose. Out through the nose. And then gently release back into our warrior two. And then we can straighten the legs, walk those feet back together. We'll shake those legs out again. Good. All right, let's have some fun and balance. So we're going to come into our tree pose. So let's start again in our mountain. So we have built that nice foundation at the beginning of our practice in our mountain pose. So start with the feet. Imagine that you've got roots kind of growing out from the bottoms of the feet. And then lift all that energy up. So we've got those roots growing, but we're lifting tall. And we'll bring our hands together at heart center. Feel that connection with the hands. So the hands are going to help us with a little bit of a counterbalance here. So make sure we're actively pressing those hands together. Good. Now let's move all the way into our right leg. So we're going to start balancing on the right leg. And as we do that, be careful not to let that right hip sink out to the side. You can lift everything nice and tall. We're going to open the left knee out to the side. Now we can keep the toes down on our mat if this is where our tree pose is for today, or we could walk the foot towards our ankle. And just finding a spot where you can maintain your balance. And then pick a focal spot on the floor in front of you. So find somewhere to keep your attention. And then you can lift the foot off of the floor if that's where you're at today. Maybe our foot comes to our ankle or our calf. Maybe it lifts up above the knee to the inner thigh. Wherever we are, just find that focus. Lifting tall, holding strong. And if you want a little extra bonus, you can add some tree limbs, opening the arms out to the side. And then we'll gently bring those hands back together. And let's turn that knee forward and release. Good. Again, let's shake out the legs, especially that supporting leg. Good. Let's find our tree pose on the other side. So back in our mountain, arms are down. Feel that grounding through the feet. And then lift that energy up. We'll gently bring those hands together at heart center. Moving the weight this time into the left leg. Lifting up nice and tall, we'll open the right knee. You can find your balance right here. And then we can walk the foot in. Maybe the foot comes to the ankle. We can lift it up to the calf muscle. And can find that focal spot. Maybe it's a different spot on the floor this time. Something to hold your energy. And then we'll take a couple big deep breaths right here. Once again, if you want to challenge yourself a little bit, we can increase the lever, open the arms, give our tree some branches, relax the shoulders. Good. Let's go ahead and gently bring the hands together. Turn that knee forward and release. Good. Shake out that leg. Excellent. Let's come back into our mountain pose. Again, lifting the toes, spreading them out, feeling nice and grounded here. Lifting all that energy up, roll the shoulders down and back. Let's take a couple big shoulder rolls here. And then settle into your mountain pose, reaching the fingertips down towards the floor. Let's take another big deep breath here, in through our nose, out through our nose. And then gently bringing the hands to heart center. Good. Finishing our practice today, inhaling in peace, joy, and love. And exhaling anything that no longer serves us. The light in me honors and is grateful for the light in you. Namaste. Thanks so much for joining me today. See you next time.